Welcome back, smart mathematicians. Let's do question 113. Right, this is a quadratic inequality. This is a quadratic inequality. So if you check, it is not in standard form. And here we cannot use these as factors because this is not 0. So if we had something like this, x minus a, x plus b is less than or equal to 0, then we can use these as factors. But now we have to get our standard form first and factorize or use the quadratic formula to get the critical values. Okay, let's get the standard form first. So we're going to distribute the 2x and then distribute the -1. So 2x times x, this is 2x squared. Then 2x times 3, we get positive 6x. Then -1 times x, we get negative 1x. And then -1 times 3, we get -3, greater than or equal to -3. Right, we can transpose this -3 to the left hand side, becomes positive 3. So 2x squared, and then notice 6x minus x, this is 5x. And if you bring -3 to the left hand side, it's going to be positive 3. Then -3 plus 3 is 0. So we remain with this. Right, this is the easy thing to factorize because we have two terms that have a common factor, the highest common factor, which is x. So we factor it out here. So x, and then we have 2x inside the bracket plus 5 greater than or equal to 0. Remember, when we're factorizing, what we do, we factor out the highest common factor and divide the two terms by that highest common factor. Like we say x is the highest common factor, and then say 2x squared divided by x plus 5x divided by x. You see that? Then x divided by x is 1, then we remain with 2x plus 5. Then we remain with 2x plus 5 in the bracket, which is this. This is a product of two things, x times 2x plus 5, giving us 0. It means it's either x is equal to 0 or 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. So let's get our critical values. Remember, critical values are not the solution. Okay, so x is equal to 0 or 2x plus 5 is equal to 0, meaning that 2x is equal to -5, x is equal to -5 over 2. So these are the critical values, not the solutions. Let's go to the solution. So we draw our x-axis. A quadratic equation gives us a shape or a graph which is called a parabola, which is like this. This function is equal to 0 when x is equal to -5 over 2, or when x is equal to 0. Where is the graph greater than or equal to 0? It means above, because this is the x-axis, and then along the x-axis y is equal to 0, and then the function is the y. So where is the graph above the x-axis? This is above the x-axis. This is above the x-axis. If you check, I put the arrows there. It shows that the graph does not end here, it continues. So now, to the left of this critical point, x here is less than or equal to -5 over 2. And then to the right of this critical point, that's where the graph is above the x-axis, and then x greater than 0. So that's the solution here, or greater than or equal to 0. So that's the solution here. We're saying the solution is x less than or equal to -5 over 2, or x greater than or equal to 0. Okay, we're going to meet when we do question 114.